Hey everybody, I'm Dustin. Welcome back into the Mosh Pit. We're going to talk about something awesome that I saw on the interwebs, and I wanted to bring to your attention. If you hadn't seen it already, there was an article out, and then I went to the YouTube page, and there's somebody who is remaking Bloodborne, but in PS1 style graphics, and I believe you're going to be able to play it if and / when it ever releases on your PC. And I wanted to take a look at it here. The name of this YouTube site is Lilith Walther, LW Media. So I'm assuming it's Lilith Walther Media. I wanted to take a look at some of these videos with you and kind of just not do too much editing on this, just to kind of go over what they're doing and how awesome it is. I know for me, I don't know about you, but for me, I like an older school graphic when it makes sense. So I'm not all hung up on, oh, it needs to be the best looking thing. We're in the new age. Give me only the new age stuff. I like some older clunky games. Loop Hero is one that comes to mind recently that I played that could have easily been released on a PS1 or a PS2. It's super kind of 8-bit-ish kind of graphics. But let's take a look at one of these first. If you are not familiar with Bloodborne, you can look at some videos or go play it on the PS4 / PS5. But let's take a look at the Cleric Beast. The Cleric Beast is the first boss that you come through. You finally get to the bridge, and it's the first boss before you can start leveling up your character. You go to the Cleric Beast on the bridge. If you're familiar with that fight, then you'll be definitely familiar with this. Take a look at this. You're walking up on the bridge. You got your gun, and you've got your blade there, about to smack into the Cleric Beast. And you can tell the movements are very Bloodborne on this. The way that he dodges out of the way is very much how the Bloodborne camera works. The screaming is similar to how the Cleric Beast screams at you, and the movements are great. It even has, here you'll see, he'll do a shot parry like that, and you get the R1 so you can come up and do the big damage with the blood coming out. Awesome effect. The one thing that you'll find here, let me pause it here, is that there are, from what I could tell, some lifted sound effects from Bloodborne. So some of this is lifted from Bloodborne. Probably something that for ease of use, so while you're doing development, just insert the actual Bloodborne sound effects and then recreate them later so that you're not getting sued by PlayStation. I'm pretty sure since this is going to be a free game, he's not going to be able to sell, or I don't know if they aren't going to be able to sell this game because it's all Bloodborne remake, demake. I think it would be amazing if PlayStation and FromSoft would get behind it if he completes it. Now they've also said, LW Media has said they're not making the entire game. They're going up to, I believe it was the 3rd or 4th boss. That's their goal, which is still, I mean, to to demake everything from scratch like that all the way up to there is a significant amount of work. So we don't need to finish this Cleric Beast fight, but that I thought was pretty impressive. The clinic, which is the first level, when you first boot up Bloodborne, you're in the clinic. This, you can see right here. There, let's rewind it back to here. So you can see that the detail in this has been meticulously done in 8-bit 8-bit style. This is very, very good looking 8-bit recreation of the Bloodborne initial outfit when you wake up in the clinic. Being a Soulsborne fan, just the thought of playing a game in this, I don't know, just it's something about it. I don't know about you, but when I see this, I don't think, oh, what turds. I think, oh, it's so cool. I love this game, and I'd love to play it again in a pretty unique way. It's almost like if it was on PC. So our dream, if Bloodborne came to PC, and we could mod it. You would see mods similar to this. You'd like in Skyrim. I played a demade Skyrim mod once, where it looked like it was Sea of Thieves. And this reminds me of that. The sound effects are, I believe, lifted from Bloodborne. Those sound very similar to the sound effects of Bloodborne. So, and then here comes the beast, stupid ass wolf, coming to attack you. And all you can do is punch until you get a weapon. And we'll fast forward just a little bit here through the clinic. When you die, there it is. The "you died" is there, and then you load into the dream here, Hunter's Dream. And it's got kind of the wobbly effect. I really like that. I mean, this is also reminiscent of, if you played games from this era, which I did. I played a ton of PS1 games, PS2 games, or Sega Genesis. The effects that they tried to get so that you could feel like it was a dream sequence, or water, you know, like the wavy stuff. That's all so reminiscent. And you can see here they've got some assets that they haven't built yet, that they have placeholders for. But there's the doll. They built that. You've got weapons that you can pick up on the ground and choose which one you want to get for the starter weapons, just like the Bloodborne game. Super cool. The one that I thought, the one that was in the article that I saw, was for the Father Gaski fight. And this is I believe that would be considered the second boss that you fight in Bloodborne. They put up the Father Gaski fight, and I wanted to kind of preview that with you as well, because that was super impressive from a PS1 demake type of. I mean, anybody that can make a game is impressive, right? There's a lot that goes into not just the graphics of the game, but all the back-end coding and all that. So to be able to make it and then take something that exists and lovingly recreate it in this fashion, even if it's demade, it's still, you had to make it, and that's significant. So let's take a look at the Father Gaski fight. Here, I'll do a full screen on this one. This is pretty awesome. Here, I can even get rid of my face over this. There we go. There he is. Old brutal Father Gaski killing. He's a hunter like us, but he's kind of messed up at this point.
Beasts all over the shop. You'll be one of them, sooner or later.
That's so great. I just love that. That's so great. And then here's the fight. Starts shooting you just like in Bloodborne. This is definitely not how a PS1 game would normally move. I'd never played a PS1 game that moved this fluidly. That's for sure. And there's the parry. I mean, just like, you got the parry, and oh my gosh, it's just so good. It's so good. It's so good. I will let it, I will not play all of it for you, but just to get everyone's attention on this site, go check it out. Give them a follow. They do streams where they're doing the development of the game as well, so you can take a look. They have a few different streams where they've done dev work. It hasn't been in a while. The last one, it looks like, was 426. But it was a 4.5-hour stream where they were working on it, so you can ask. They're doing it, a lot of this work in Blender. So if you're into game design or any of that stuff, you can. There's also some enemy and weapon videos that they have up that you can check out as well. I just thought it was super cool. I wanted to put some more exposure out there, show people that maybe are also Soulsborne fans something like this, because it's super cool, and we need to spotlight super cool stuff like this. Hopefully it comes out someday. Let me know in the chat. I'm not streaming. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the Bloodborne demake. Would you play something like this? Do you think demakes are cool at all? What other games would you want to see maybe brought down a level to a PS1? I mean, what can we get a trend going? I don't know. I mean, I would love to see it. Let me know. And thanks for watching. If you like this video, throw a like on it, and I will see you in the next one.